Listen, these passive aggressive assholes are listening in and then doing passive aggressive things, like putting syrup in the fucking fridge. Okay, and they used to do that when I was a kid too. Okay, and then they're denying it. They're denying being outright Satanists. Okay, do something now, handlers. Because I was gonna make French toast, and I was imagining it last night. I was like, I'm gonna make French toast and bacon and maybe eggs this morning, and then I wake up and the syrup's in the fridge. Okay, why the fuck's the syrup in the fridge? Because they're passive aggressive Satanists listening in, and they won't admit it. Do something now. Do something now. This shit's pissing me off. Bird box. It's called an orphan box. It's called a New Earth Energy box. My DNA is restructuring because I've been talking all year. I'm about to be Chinese. Y'all, because Oklahoma can't appreciate me. Oklahoma can't appreciate me, so I'm about to be Chinese. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's just gorgeous. Okay. Gigi wants me to talk about the progression. I did Gigi last year. I did, Gigi. I talked about it last year. Remember, I talked about the loosh. The loosh started taking over our world. When I met Gigi, and the loosh started taking over our world. She's like, "Do you feel it? Do you feel it?" And so was Ryan Reynolds. Same type of answer. And I was like, "No, guys, I don't feel it." That's when they started stealing my loosh. That's when they all started going crazy. It was around when I met Gigi. It was around when Max died. So it was around 2016, we'll say. It was around then. And 2016, that would mean that Gigi and I have been talking over walls for about 10 years now. If we're that friendly in 2016, Gigi saying to me, "Do you feel it? Do you feel it?" Over walls in 2016, we're that friendly. So that means, Gigi had, and that wasn't the first time I met Gigi, is what I'm trying to say. If she's talking to her sister over walls about loosh. One of her favorite people, Dark matter and light codes are both filling in. Some of y'all are seeing light fly around the room, and I saw dark matter fill in my room yesterday too. Talk about the progression. So, 10 years ago, I was starting to make my career, and if you want to say you're listening over walls, you know what I mean, then it's your indictment, basically. Okay? If y'all want to say it in a passive aggressive manner, that y'all are listening over walls, that's your indictment, okay? That's going to escalate. It starts off in a passive aggressive energy, and then it will escalate, and then it will go to direct force, and it will escalate to your indictment. Okay? Because we can't stand this shit either. I should be with TJR on his big old couch right now. I should be. I was thinking about it yesterday. I don't know if Rion said it or what, but I was just like, I have options. I can go to Miami. I can go try to find TJR and marry him. That's the closest option. You know what I mean? It's just a straight shoot down the freaking, turnpike. It's just a straight shoot down here. And when I'm in Jersey, you just drive on down to Miami. It's not a big deal to drive on down to Miami. That's quite a normal practice for us East Coasters. And I was thinking about that. And then I was like, I heard TJR thinking when I was in Wisconsin, now it was 2 years ago. He was thinking, I'm fixing to get me a Wisconsin girlfriend. It was your dad, Liz. And TJR don't like you. That's what I thought too, right? But then that's not true at all. Um, See, TJR has been stalking me. You want to tell me my psychic proclivities are off, right? That's why I love you so much. Okay. TJR has been like stalking me in the ether for like a couple years now. And yeah. Anyway, so last night in my dream time, I was with Shane Smith, my old handler, aka you can call him my dad as well. He likes me to call him my dad. It's funny to me. He's my old boss from Vice. You guys know Vice TV. I don't know if they still have their TV show on HBO or whatever, but like Vice, like pretty much Vice is like a huge thing now. When I was a teenager, Vice was just a magazine and with like crazy articles, and I was like, whatever this is where I want to work. And so I worked at Vice for years. And he created it so she could take over the New World Order. Well, there you go. Way to go, best friends. Way to go, besties. Y'all blew it. So anyway, because it's very real. It was a very real magazine, and that's why I liked it. Okay. Everybody's going to the anal sex article right now, thinking about it. The do's and don'ts. Anyway, it was run by ugly girls that should have been better mother, basically. Anyway, y'all, you know what I mean? A pretty girl, she doesn't got nothing to freaking contribute except her looks. Aren't we sick of that narrative, y'all? Aren't we sick of that narrative, Reese Witherspoon? You are as ugly as them. Get out of my face, Reese Witherspoon, with your gremlin ass looking face. Reese Witherspoon is not hot and never has been hot, and she's just not it. Okay, am I into pop culture as a human? I like pop culture as a human, okay, but y'all gotta get it straight. Anyway, you see, you make me yell at Annabelle's dress again. Okay, so Shane, I was with Shane last night in my dream time, so I'm walking into his wife now. I'm walking into Shane's wife now, so it has escalated. It has escalated from my men to mom and dad, basically. Okay, Shane and his wife is mom and dad. I don't know her name. Let me look it up. I don't stalk my family. I'm not a weirdo. Okay. Okay, the X-Men logo is yellow. I'm going to keep... I got more to say. But I just want to keep that in your mind while I have this open. Shane Smith, wife. Tamika files for divorce. Wife Lauren. Oh, you were on Wife Swap, Shane? Fucking love Wife Swap. Tamika, why you got a black girl name? My my cousin married a woman. Her name is Ty Meek, and she is African American, and she's beautiful. 2016, Smith resided in Santa Monica, California with his wife Tamika and his 3 daughters. In 2021, his wife Tamika filed her divorce. She said, I can't do it no more, Shane. You guys always think like marrying these like entrepreneur men that have lots of money and stuff. You always think like this. That's surprise. That's surprise. Then you marry him and you're like, I'm filing for divorce. And then you call Alyssa, why is he sleeping on the couch? I'm calling the princess on you. There might be a reason that he's sleeping on the couch, and it might be called Hayden Christensen, and you might have heard of us before. She kind of looks like Claire, Tamika. Okay. Look how cute they are. You're lucky. She kind of looks like Claire, but she's not as cute as Claire. Let me clarify that before my next statement. The children are prettier than the mom, okay? Um, because Shane is a very good looking man, and he's just a little bit chubby, but he's a very good looking man, and the little girls, they got a lot of Shane's good looks in them. There's nothing wrong with her, and she's probably a very nice person. Um, her forehead's a little too small for her face, but she looks nice. Like I don't know. There's a lot of Claires that are not. There's Claires that are in line, and there's Claires that are out of line. So I would like to meet her and hang out with her. Um, but yeah, they look like a nice family, don't they? Let me think about this. Okay, wait. 2021. So that's the wife. Okay, so you got one. Where's the other child? Is she from the last one? Child Martina. See, I like the name Martine. And Piper. Remember I told you I dated a guy named Martine? That's a nice name. Tamika's kind of a cool name. It's not the best name, but Tymeek, that's my cousin's name. That's a good name. That's a great name. Tamika's neither here nor there, I'm gonna say. It's okay. Piper, that's a very like common like child's name, I wanna say. Piper. Martina, that's kind of a cool name. Um Here I am stalking my friends, isn't that funny? But anyway, his ex-girlfriend, Sarah, is much prettier than Tamika. Sarah was my best friend at Vice, and Filipino. I think she's Filipino, not Vietnamese. Um, she's Filipino, And she's much prettier. She is much prettier than Tamika. That's for damn sure. But Tamika's got that she looks nice with her hair like that. She should wear her hair like that more often. But she's got that Connecticut thing going on. You know what I mean? I told you guys about the Connecticut girls. I already told you guys about the Connecticut girls. Bucky's got a Connecticut girl too. It's like a certain flavor. It's Claire Group. It's Claire Group. But she looks okay. You know, she doesn't look that. She kind of reminds me of my sister, so I like it because of that. But doesn't really mean much because there's a lot of really mean Claire Group out there, so don't mean much. Anyway, if my face changes into my face on Tamika, they got to still hang out because they have kids. And then Shane will be very happy. You know, he'll be freaked out at first, probably, but he'll be happy. Like, oh, it's Liz. Okay. So, what kind of alien? She looks like a human to me. I think some people are just humans. That's why they fight for, they go into spirituality and then they talk about being a human's the best. Being a human is the best one. Okay, that's like saying the space activator ain't real, basically. Shane Smith net worth. Put me in the goddamn hotel, Shane. What the hell are you doing? Oh my god, he's worth 1.27 billion. God damn, Shane. You could put me in a hotel for a year. What are you doing? Who's richer, him or Ryan Reynolds? $150 million? I thought he was a billionaire. I thought Ryan Reynolds was a billionaire. That's got to be old then. 2024 Canadian actor's net worth is somewhere around 350 million mark. I thought he was a billionaire. Did I switch timelines? My last timeline, Ryan was a billionaire. Wow, I must have switched timelines. There, Ryan Reynolds is a billionaire. What? This is so weird. Ryan Reynolds sold Mint Mobile to T-Mobile in a $1.35 billion deal in May of 2024. But he's not a billionaire? Received $300 million from his 25% stake in the company. And he's remaining the creative. So he didn't own Mint Mobile flat out. He had investors. Now he's invested in the apparel company for Travis Kelce's podcast. That doesn't sound like a winner to me, but maybe that doesn't sound like a winner to him either. I don't know. So he's not a billionaire. I don't know if I switched timelines or not or what, but if so, then Shane's my richest brother. Huh. I guess that's why it's escalating to Shane, but Shane, why the fuck aren't you at my house putting me in a fucking Four Seasons hotel for the fucking year? What the fuck? Okay, so um which one's older? Sarah's older. Who cares? Sarah's older. Is age real? Is age real? Shane Smith, Hayden Christensen. Did you call yourself Hayden Christensen last year, Shane? You stupid goofball. Okay. I went to Shane through his wife, and I was supposed to date. Okay, so I was in his wife's energy last night. I'm interdimensional, and I walked into Shane's wife last night, and I started talking through her. It's gonna affect her DNA. If you try to fucking text my TJR or try to date my TJR Tamika, you better step aside, okay? Went to Shane through his wife. I'm supposed to date TJ, so I was talking to Shane through his wife or his ex-wife, whatever, Tamika. I was supposed to date TJR, but I have to text him first to become his girlfriend. Do you have any idea why, Shane? And Shane was like, no. No, I don't. I don't have any idea why, Alyssa. Like, he knew for sure that was me. He knew very absolute sure. There was no, like, doubt in his mind if it was Tamika or Liz, and he knew for 100% it was Alyssa grilling him about TJR and why the hell that I gotta wait for TJR to text me first. Or why, why, uh, why I gotta wait for TJR to text me first? Why he won't text me first? Basically, is really what the question is. But why I have to text? Oh, why do I have to text him first? Exactly. Why the fuck do I have to text him first? If this boy is out there thinking of me and thinking about becoming my boyfriend, and he's waiting for me to text, why the fuck is he waiting for me to text him first if he's having all these thoughts about being my boyfriend? He should be allowed to just go into the TikTok app, hit the message button, Hello, lady. Same. This is the same thing that happened with Chris Evans. Okay, this is the same goddamn fucking thing that happened with Chris Evans. This is the same fucking thing that happened with Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the same fucking thing. Okay, that happened to Jared Leto. So many. It's really pissing me off because I was with TJR like a lot in astral projection and stuff, whatever, and like I know he fancies me. And so, like, he should just be allowed to just text me and be like, hey, lady, come on over, okay? Or I'll come and get you right now. And he should be able to come and get me right now, okay? In space and time, not just space minus time. It's space minus time. That's what it is with all this anti gravity matter filling in my room. That's only space. Time is TJR fucking flying or driving and or both to my fucking house right now. Y'all are leaving out time again. It's going to cause anti-gordita crunch. Okay. I think I had 2 puffs. I don't remember. Anyway, so I was grilling Shane about it last night. It's obviously going to affect his wife's energy. That's why I'm reminding his wife, don't go for my men. Do not think you're going to date TJR, stupid Tamika. Okay. That's why I'm announcing this right now. Don't mess with me. It was Alyssa in you last night, okay? Because I'm trying to get down to brass tacks as to why my boyfriend can't drive over my fucking house and come and pick me up right now. Literally today. Why the fuck can't my boyfriend come over and pick me up at my own goddamn house today? Okay, it's not you, Tamika, that we are worried about. We're not worried about your goddamn soul. It's going to affect your DNA. Don't get confused. He ain't your boyfriend, okay? You should have stuck with Shane. Love your mic, Tamika. All right. So anyway, we're I think that interrogation's going to start right now. It seemed like I was reaching backwards from the future in that one. I want to say it was like a future Alyssa reaching backwards to Shane because I'm a time traveler and that ain't that hard to understand. And what else did I want to say that y'all's like y'all y'all keep making suggestions for me to make videos. So I want to say it um uh y'all's suggestions, okay? Y'all's suggestions keep you keep wanting cuz Shane is talking to me, y'all. That's why. Okay? Shane is richer than fucking Colin. Let me see how rich Colin is. $80 million. Shane Smith's like, that's a pauper. Okay. Shane, what the fuck space protocol do you have that have that much money? You know what I mean? Shane, you better come correct and give us our intel back. Shane is really cool, you know. Um. Okay. I'm probably trying to calm you down, Shane. It's okay. If you're in Hellscape 2 or Hellscape 3, I think Shane's in Hellscape 3. We're with you, Shane. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, I think like Shane is like sort of like one of the. I see him as like a what the hell's the blue Mary Poppins? I kind of see him as like Mary Poppins. You know, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Like I kind of see him in that area of space. That's how I see him or where I see him. So that's what I think. But anyway, we got to get that interrogation. We got to get that interrogation. Why the fuck can't TJR enjoy time with his girlfriend. You know what I mean? This is annoying me. Okay, that was Tamika fighting back. He's not into you, Alyssa. He's into me. No, he's into me. Tamika, mind your own business. Let it affect your DNA and go find a TJR clone. Okay, you know what I mean? If you had it with Shane right now. Okay. Went to Shane. Okay, Brandon can start walking in because he can hold the state again. I forgot that Brandon couldn't hold the state basically all last year. So like when he can't hold the state, he can't look at me, and he's in this little light sconce up there. And I wake up and I look at Brandon, and he like looks away from me because he's staring at me all night long when I'm sleeping. I'm being monitored by Mr. Brandon Lee, and he can look me in the face. He's starting to look me in the face again. He's like, I can look you in the eye again, Liz. That means I can start walking in again. I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. Because I told you he's been well, because we know why, okay? Because it all goes together with the ancient Atlanteans and stuff like that, and he can't hold the state, and then so he sits inside of me instead. It all kind of correlates and goes together, and that's like a solution, an easy solution, right? And he said like if he walks in, it causes World War III, and that all correlates. You get it, guys? I get it. If you don't get it, then maybe your name's Tamika, okay? She needs a good clean out because she was calling herself Alyssa Janello, I guess, last year. And then here comes it escalating. It's an escalating. It's an escalator. Okay. Super soldier. I was super soldiering again last night. There's a lot of girls that don't want to believe I'm a super soldier. So I had to super soldier again last night. If you all want me to show off and be a super soldier, it's not a problem. I'll do it. Okay. I got no problem showing off and being a super soldier. But like in these dreams, I'm like hesitating because it's like I know it's real. So that's interesting. Dark matter light codes filling in. I already said that progression from 10 years ago to now. Um, like I said, like 10 years ago, like, was 2015. Okay. Like I was like looking to be as normal as I possibly could. So I took a job. 2015, I think I started Hasbro actually. So that was already in the second leg of my career, which is crazy. Right before Max Style, but I thought Max Style when I was at Mattel. So I was in the height of my career, and I was looking to like become a bigwig in corporate and making a name for myself and I was like, man, I got to get a corner office. Like that doesn't sound like much of an incentive to me, you know what I mean? But I was like, let me just like play this out. I think I was starting to think broadly at that time, like with both. I was like, I don't know if I want a corner office, but you know, I don't know what my options are. And I was like, well, maybe I can just take a year off and then come back. I'll take us like a sabbatical. That's what I started thinking about my sabbatical. I was like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I'm going to need a sabbatical. And and then I was like, maybe I can get like a job at like DreamWorks or something like that because I had a boyfriend that inspired me. He was like, you're going to be a director at DreamWorks or a creative director or something like that, or at DreamWorks or Pixar. And I was like, yes, that's how you turn me on. That's how you turn me on. That you like, Oh, I was saying to Shane, I was like, how come I can't be TJR's housewife? Okay, so there you go. There's a progression right there in those two sentences. 10 years ago, I was like, I was on a date with this guy, and he was like, "You're going to be the director, creative director, art director at Pixar." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's the way to turn me on." Okay, that turns me on. Come 10 years later, I'm grilling Shane, my handler. Why the hell can't TJR make me a housewife right now today? How come? Okay, so there's a progression right there for you. Okay, I'm the career projection is done. I'm ready to be a housewife. You know, okay, I'm ready to be a housewife. I'm thinking about my options now. Where do I gotta drive? Which is the easiest one to try to find, to try to stalk. I hate that word, but like to try to. I'm like, I can't believe I have to do this. This is awful, but it's not something I wouldn't do. So it will glitch the matrix. But I hate this. I fucking hate this. I don't want him to glitch the matrix, Dad. I want him to fucking come over my house and come pick me up like a normal. We know we're talking out loud by now, that it shouldn't be that hard for him to come over and pick me up. And like, why am I grilling Shane about it? And Shane's getting all antsy about it. That means there's something off, right? That means he's hiding some information there as to why Mr. TJR can't come over and pick me up in time. That's a problem for us, Mr. Shane. You got to tell us what's going on, okay? Oh, okay. Brandon, so anyway, that's the progression right there. Okay, so 10 years ago, that turned me on now. Like, they'd be like marketing director or whatever at Pixar. Okay, if I saw her name on the credits, I would scream. Okay, good. Let's put my name on the credits, okay? You heard me, Pixar? Let's put my name on the credits, okay? Oh yeah, and I was saying my hair is getting thin because y'all are fighting against me. You're fighting back against me, and you're not letting me have like my TJR and stuff. And TJR is like my demon. So my hair is reflecting that because the hair is the demon show. And it's like organic technology. And like when I get with my organic tech, which is in the form of humans sometimes, and then that can fill in time and space together, which is what you want. You don't want time slips or whatever, and that's what's making my hair thin. Okay, it's pissing me off. um, yeah, Shane could buy me a house with that money. Shane could buy me a house with that money. That's true, but I would like to live in a hotel for about a year, and like I don't know, you know what I mean. Hello, Hayden. We're going down the timeline again. Here we go. We're going up and down the fucking timeline. Which one can I have? None of them. Like that's why we're grilling these people because this annoying me. Like, okay, I don't have to drive all the way to Sedona. I can just drive to Miami. You know what I mean? Um, Brandon sent out zombie memories last night. I was watching his video, his interview, which him in the light gray suit, which I watched like a million times, and he says a few things out of his mouth in that interview. And one of the things he said was, my career has been weird, but nothing has been as weird as that. And I'm glad that's in the past and that it ain't never going to get that weird ever again, or it's never going to be weirder than that. And my friends were like, has he ever said that before, Liz? Has he said that before in the interview? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know because I don't remember him ever saying that before either. So that it might have, who knows? But like he was out because I always say, like, remember last year I said, I feel like this game's about to get really weird. And I was like, I can't even remember why I said that. Like, I just remember it was really weird that day. The space codes are really, really weird. And he was like, he was like, that weirdness is in the past. And so it was like when he was sort of like in the time tunnel and time was resetting, he was saying that it's never going to get that weird again. And it came out in that interview. And he said that interview is going to go backwards. He's like, this is a very old interview. This isn't from the 90s. Okay, we've had enough of this. Like, y'all are going to be shocked when you see this interview go backwards. All right. Maybe he's about to become his dad, and I'm about to become Linda. Who knows? Like, but, because we were in their bodies last year, in Hong Kong. So, like, maybe, like, we got to prove that we go all the way up and down the timeline and y'all keep like making these new timelines that are false memories, right? um and he said like it's a lot he said, it's a different move. Hong Kong to San Francisco is a lot different than Oklahoma to California. And that's where I always go when I have to go on these long fucking trips, man. You guys piss me off so bad that I got to go on a fucking long fucking road trip when I own everything. fucking humans. Okay, Shane, you're listening in. This is pissing me off. Like, figure it out, Shane. This shit's pissing me the fuck off. Like, I gotta go on a long fucking ride. What the fuck is gonna happen when I go on my long fucking ride? Trying to decide which husband to drive to or whatever. Which one why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I'm the princess, okay? This I'm saying. Space doesn't treat me like this. The aliens don't treat me like this. Okay, why do the fuck humans treat me like this? Figure it out. I don't know why. I hate this shit. I hate, you know what I mean? Aliens don't treat me like this. Aliens like fucking listen to me and they do what I say. That's why we got to call the aliens every fucking year because they listen to me and humans never listen to me. I said, put me in my goddamn fucking castle. Look where the fuck I am. I'm pissed off. Okay, you all want me to use money so your money doesn't go to shame or whatever. That's fine. Buy me a house, Shane. Okay, fine. You can buy me a house. Like, do something. I don't really need a house. You know what I mean? I don't really need a house. I need permission to go be with my boyfriends is what I need. Apparently. And we need to know why I'm not allowed to be with my boyfriends. And so that's called a fail. They're like, well, you know, you're gonna have Brandon Lee soon. He can hold the state list, and the dark matter's filling in. That's called a fail-safe space trap, is what that's called. Okay, that's a fail-safe space trap, is what that's called. And it's really none of your fucking business. It means you're listening in. The answer is you are allowed to have TJR pick you up right now. That's the answer. That's me owning time. Y'all keep pushing me to space. That's exactly it. Space. Your mom ain't that dumb, Liz. Yeah, I know. Okay, so here's another Mars. There's another Mars image. That's me. Okay, that's my body when I'm skinny. Okay, and that's Chris Evans turning into a wolf. You start turning into like an animal there, but in a different way. You start turning into a woman, a human vessel with animal attributes. Okay, like that wolf there. That's a wolf man. Okay, he also kind of looks like a lion man or a Lyran alien, and that's me. He looks mad at me. If you look at this painting, if you look it up, it's by Boris Vallejo. If you look it up, you can see they look pretty. They look pretty mad at me. Okay, why the fuck is Chris Evans looking mad at me? Okay, it's a conglomerate, but I'm just saying this happened. Okay, this was last night, and y'all can't see it, but the sky was bright orange and pink. The sky was bright orange and pink, and my men are being abducted to Andromeda um, right now. So that's sort of why the wives are filling in because some of them have to be filled in. So the men are being abducted to Andromeda right now, and that's because I don't need any more goddamn husbands in my life. Y'all keep forcing me to do things I don't want to do, and there doesn't need to be like disgusting cheese on the planet. Okay, France, like it can be all American cheese. It can be all, you know, cheese that smells good. And it doesn't have to be anything like that anymore. So, that's why y'all are getting abducted. And that probably is going to escalate to me. And I'm probably about to get abducted again. Okay. So yeah, why don't you answer that yourself? Why the hell can't Alyssa have her boyfriends come over and pick her up right now? You know, I want you to answer that question. I don't want you to answer like, oh, but you get Brandon to walk in with the dark matter. That's a fail-safe space trap. I should still be able to have. I should be able to have both. Do you understand me? The gates of Amenti should be open, and I should be able to have both. Why the fuck can't I have Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan, come pick me up today? Why? I want you to answer that question. What else about the progression, Jeej? That was the progression. Okay, so I was, wanted to be creative director at Pixar 10 years ago, and Now I just want to be TJR's housewife. Okay. So that's a huge progression. Um, if you know Alyssa and you know how type A I am, that's a huge progression. I just want to be a housewife. I got a husband that's got money. I don't need to work. I don't need to work. And for some reason, I'm not allowed to have a husband that's got a ton of money in a house for me for some reason. And I'm keen to find out why. I'm keen to find out why, okay? TJR said, you heard her, Tamika. We were assessing you together, okay? All right. We're concerned about the Claire group. That's why we want to hang out with the Claire group, okay? All right. So um there's a hint of jealousy in TJR's voice. Oh, I don't think so. You guys are so stupid. So yeah. What is the progression? So okay, so I was trying to make it up the corporate ladder. People were pretty normal. Um, I was dating 2015, 2016. I was going on dates. I was looking for, Mr. Future. That's probably when I was researching narcissists and like, why do I keep meeting narcissists? And that's when Brandon started stalking me again. The ghost of Brandon Lee started stalking me again in a big way. And I was just like, Brandon, like, I got to figure out why the hell there's narcissists on earth, like, I'll be with you in a second, my ghost best friend. And what else? I was eating sushi every day for lunch at work, or I would have a taco salad, a taco bowl salad. I love that taco bowl salad. I was looking for the promotion, looking to grow, taking classes online, trying to grow my career, trying to like hone my skills, like take every class I could. Like, I was like so crazy that I was like, I'm gonna learn sculpting, I'm gonna learn 3D modeling, I'm gonna learn pattern making. Like, I just wanted to like sort of like be able to like go into any department and like kind of just be like as good as I could be. Like, I kind of wanted to be like that. Like, okay, like now I'm going to be a sculptor. Now I'm going to be a face painter. Now I'm going to like be a pattern maker. Like I wanted to like do like that basically. No packaging. I'm not interested in the packaging. I don't want to do freaking die cast boxes and the artwork and dealing with, getting the assets, blah, blah, blah. All right. Style guides it's kind of boring. Style guide work is a little bit too boring for me. I'm more into like the actual like product. I like product design. Anyway, so that's where I was at then, and people were like pretty normal. I want to say like they were pretty normal. They were starting to hint at like alien stuff, starting to hint at like some of them being meaner than they really are. Like, I think I was dating Darren at the time. So I was dating. I had a boyfriend. I had a normal life. We would eat breakfast in the morning and, you know what I mean? Enjoy our weekends together, go to the dog park. I think that's when the dog park started getting weird too. And like there was like a hint. There was like a hint, like a very tiny hint, like a subtle hint that like things might be weird. Like Brandon Lee, the ghost, like wouldn't leave me alone. Like that's a subtle hint. Like why the hell? And I called him Eric. Okay. And I told you I recognized him since I was a baby. I've been with him since I was a baby. And that's not a joke. And I was like, Eric, what are you doing here? I'm saying I was very focused on my human life back then. And I didn't know why Eric was always around. It tastes like Pepsi Cola in my mouth right now, or Coca Cola. It tastes delicious. And that's a line from Joy Luck Club. I'm going to fill her with so much Coca Cola she won't have any sorrows anymore, or something like that. I'm going to cry. He definitely did, you know, he definitely did do that 2019, 2020 after COVID. He filled me with a lot of Coca Cola. I don't even think, I'm sorry, I hope this is interesting, but I don't even think about it because I know I'm talking to my friends right now. I literally know I'm talking to my friends. So I don't like think about like gauging like the audience, like, am I doing well or not? Because like I know I'm talking to my friends right now, like I'm talking to Gigi and da da da. We're talking about the progression. So the progression. So yeah, I was very focused on my life. That led to COVID. That led to him filling me up with tons of Coca Cola and tons of fried chicken and stuff to take away all my sorrows about a human life that I never could make happen, that I could never bring to full fruition. And to where we are today, to humans that we never met before, basically, I want to say. I've never met these humans before, and like that's what I'm surrounded by. And I got to deal with like um illegal licensing illegal licensing every fucking day, where I watch, y'all steal me and Brandon's image and doing illegal licensing. So it's like a completely different ball game than it's like a completely different ball game than in 10 years ago, 2015, 2015. Yeah. It's a completely different ball game. I'm hanging out with people I don't even recognize anymore. I'm seeing star codes come in that are devastating me and breaking my heart. They're devastating me and breaking my heart, the stuff that I'm seeing. And it's like, it's overwhelming and it's shocking. And it's like, like, I want to I want to help as much as I can. And it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I'm not talking about Tamika, okay? Like, her name isn't Tamika. Her name is Claire, okay, in my life. And I'm not talking about some superfluous person. Okay, Shane is smart. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I got agenda and she could use your help. Well, around the house, yeah. Yeah. Do I need to be a maid again for another year, Shane? Is that what you're saying or what? Anyway, I don't know what he's saying. That's what I mean. The codes are so weird coming in. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean she needs my help around the house, Shane? What the hell do you mean? You know what I mean? What the fuck do you mean she needs my help around the house? The answer is put TJR in the car and get him over here to pick me up. That's the answer, Shane. Like, I don't get half of the codes coming in, and then the codes that I do get are devastating. They are devastating, and there is been a lot of progression. Okay, I'm telling y'all. Um, Corporate knew last year, 2 years ago. Corporate knew everything was fake. They all wanted to quit. They didn't want to be there anymore. They knew that making clothes was absolutely 100% fake. They all knew it. That's a huge progression. This is a huge progression from last time. Okay, they still wanted to quit last time, like 10 years ago. They're still like, oh my god, I wanna quit, right? But they were like, they loved their jobs. We all loved our jobs. We all loved our jobs at Mattel and Hasbro. We all loved our job. And then like did progress at Hasbro. Nobody would say, I want to quit. Everybody would say, I love my job. I love my job. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my job. Okay. Did they feel it coming? They felt it coming, right? They felt it coming. And I should have been able to leave and go on sabbatical and come back, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? There's one princess in the fucking world. This is so naughty. Hair. My hair's so naughty. It's driving me crazy. But anyway, you're like, why the hell is he saying that she needs help around the house? Why aren't you saying hand her over to Colin Farrell? Why are you saying this weird stuff? That's weird, isn't it? Okay, there's a progression right there for you. 2025, Shane Smith is saying overwhelms his wife could use the help to the princess. Okay. That's another thing we wanted to talk about was Leonardo DiCaprio, because last year Gigi said he came into Kenosha. He came in body to my house. I said, Gigi, if Leo came in body to my house, then I would be with Leonardo DiCaprio right now, okay? So the antimatter has not filled in yet in my reality, in the princess's reality. So if you were looking over walls and you're seeing me with solid people, you're looking at antimatter and matter coagulated together. Okay, that's what you're looking at. Okay, that's what TJR is reaching for the phone to call me right now, and everything starts swaying like a tree. I feel like I'm a tree in the wind because he said, I'm reaching for the phone to call you right now. Let's see what happens. And it starts swaying like a tree in the wind. Okay. Maybe Brandon can help us out with that. Did I say that the zombie memory? Oh, so in that video, in the gray video where he has a light gray, he has a light gray suit on. Okay. And he's talking about how it got really weird, and he's talking about he's talking about the zombie memories, and he said I'll send them out, and it was a bright yellow X that sent out his back, a bright yellow X, sort of like swords, I guess, like this, but it was a bright yellow X, and it sent out like downloads like that. So those downloads are coming because because some people obviously don't believe him that the freaking the zombie apocalypse already happened, and he's like, it definitely happened, and this is her dream is definitely her dream can definitely come true, and y'all are trying to talk her out of it in this 3D fucking illusion. Okay, so I think, what else about the progression? So anyway, that's the progression that Leo was in my house in spirit and in poltergeist form in Kenosha, and it is progressing. So the antimatter is starting to fill in, and my voice does help like fill these codes in faster because I am the princess and the game listens to the princess, even if the people can't fucking get it together and put me in the fucking Four Springs Academy. You know what I mean? You can't put me in the Four Springs Academy, so I got to shout at my energy all day long. Okay. You know what I mean? It'll get boring after a while, but we have friends. It's not going to get boring. Plus, with the more organic energy, then we're going to open up the fucking gates. And like I said, it was bright orange last night, but for some reason, it doesn't look bright orange in the picture. It looks kind of gray. It looks regular gray. It looks like a regular sky. But when I looked at it with my eyes, I guess I have space eyes because it's bright orange. The sky is bright orange at night. It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look gray like it does in the phone. I took a picture. I was like, that's weird. It doesn't look like that. It looks bright orange. It looked bright orangish pink last night. I was like, whoa. Okay, so did I cover the progression enough? Like, yeah, like people were acting out at work, that was 2 years ago compared to 10 years ago. They were talking about, you know, they were talking about 2 years ago, they were talking about quantum physics. They were talking about space tunnels. They were talking about collapse in time and space. And, these are Christians, Christian women, like trying to explain my game back to me. But at least they were trying, you know what I mean? In like normal corporate, at least they were saying like they're listening and stuff like that. And I do appreciate that. Even if you're getting it wrong, I do appreciate that. And whereas 10 years ago, they were like, oh, Alyssa likes crystals. I'm like making fun of me being spiritual. Okay, 10 years ago they were making fun of me for being spiritual. Okay, that's a huge progression. Okay, so there's the progression. And now we're surrounded by people we don't even know. I don't know who you are anymore. Okay,